What's going on, Fighter Fluid? This is Jose Gomez.
And Giancarlo Guccione. And this is episode 4 of the official Fighter Fluid podcast. We are currently live on Instagram Live. We're going to start doing Instagram Live instead of Twitch, because on Twitch we're going to want to do like a UFC gaming thing where Jose and I fight each other in UFC, answer questions about Fighter Fluid, and basically just kick it. A lot of the stuff before we get our official pre-workout product is just going to be us kicking it, having a good time, talking to fighters, and having guests on. So thank you to the two people in our live, who I'm pretty sure is Josh Eisner and Ricky Juarez. We appreciate you.
El Ciro in here.
Yo, what's up, El Ciro?
Yes, sir.
I hope you're doing well, man. But anyways, I've been reading this book, which is kind of rare for me because I'm not an avid reader, but this book is actually, it's just insane. It's called The Art of War. I've learned so much from this book. Have you heard about it?
I haven't. You did tell me about it, but I haven't read it.
It's made by this Chinese war general, and the book was written like hundreds of years ago of how to fight in war as like a leader and a general. And a lot of people read it for so many different aspects of learning from it. And my perspective when reading it, I'm able to filter a lot of that stuff and connect it to MMA. I feel like war, combat, and even business are all like super tied into each other and related somehow. It's a lot of discipline and strategy.
Yeah, I'm off to read that one. What's it called?
The Art of War.
Damn.
By Sun Tzu. It's a cool name.
Sounds good.
What book? I know you started reading a book too.
The 48 Powers of Law. Oh, the 48 Laws of Power.
What is that about?
Just how to get power, how to handle yourself, how to talk.
If you had to pick one thing from that book, or how much of it have you read?
I'm like 1/3 of the way.
Hey, that's okay. But what's something that you've like picked up from that book and haven't like forgot about?
Definitely don't. So what's it called? It's like don't. Damn, I'm trying to think of it. Don't outshine the master. Apparently, that's a good one.
Don't outshine. Oh, that's good.
Because then it's like the. Damn, bro, I'm like stuttering.
No.
I'm just saying like.
It's hard to explain that one because that can be perceived in a lot of different ways, I think.
Yeah. Just because they could help you out, jealousy, to just don't outshine the master, and just go at your pace.
And you know what I love about that quote too is something I've been really wanting to do a deeper dive into is like ego. Because I feel like there's so much ego in everything men do these days. And I was just on the phone with my uncle yesterday because he's really into monks. And monks are very, like, tranquil, peaceful, but no one to turn it on type of people. And I was explaining to him how, because I want to be a fighter one day. That's my dream. I want to be in the UFC. I'm training for it. I know... Like, I'm surrounded by all these professional fighters every day, and I'm very humbled to be there. But the one thing I see that's very common is there's a lot of ego in the sport, but I want to have, like, a level of mastery that doesn't include ego. I want to be able to peacefully kick somebody's ass, if that even makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
No, I know. Yeah,
I feel like that's a true, like, cool-ass master. What did El Ciro say?
He said, "What's up, Guccione?"
What's up, El Ciro? I hope life is treating you well, man. Dude, yeah. I miss all you guys. Actually, just you, El Ciro, if I'm being honest. But
Shots
no,
taken.
I really feel like these books are very like just these self-help, motivation, philosophy books are so important to read. Because it's like you can read it and take out of it where your perception is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you on that one.
Like certain things we're going to look over at the time, but during certain times we're going to see something that really sticks with us. And then going back to like wanting to be a tranquil fighter and wanting to like just not have as much ego. Ego is just so huge in today's world with men, and it's so fragile. And I feel like if you lead with like your ego instead of like having a tranquil mind, being able to pick up things faster, going back to the quote that you said you read, like not outshining the master, that takes like you can't have ego, you know?
Self-control.
Self-control, and just let yourself be taught at
Talking
the end
about
of the
ego,
day.
like how do you think you can lower your ego? Is there maybe? I was thinking psychedelics. I've heard some ego deaths.
You know, I feel like that's almost cheating.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if you need a substance to get to a place you want to be, it's almost like cutting corners. Because then when you don't have it, or let's say we keep looking at each other through the mirror, that's actually a good way to look at each other because we can't turn our heads. We have a mirror
Camera.
or the camera, but now I can't stop looking. But a way to cut down ego, like without taking psychedelics, I think is learning first. You know, like being able to learn and take things from anybody. Just like be more open minded. Because I notice a lot of people, especially at my gym.
Bless you.
God damn. Sneeze right into the new Fighter Fluid merch. Go cop this Fighter Fluid merch. DM us on Instagram. But I was just saying, I think people should be more open-minded because people are so close. Damn.
You good?
Yeah, there's something in this basement. Oh my gosh.
I don't think it's. I'm chilling.
Gosh, now I'm gonna have to go blow my nose. Well, okay. Anyways, going back to being open-minded, I know there's people at my gym where it's like some people tell them to do stuff.
Ciro said COVID.
Damn, LC, are you serious? But there's people at my kickboxing gym who are so hard to teach. Well, I'm not the ones teaching them, but I observe. Like, I see my coach tells them to do something.
You're an observer.
Yeah, and they're not able to do it right away because they feel like what they're doing is right. Where it's like if my coach is telling me I'm doing something wrong, I'm like, fuck, I'm doing something wrong. I got to fix myself right now. I have to get back in the zone. But it's just a level of like awareness and open-mindedness that I think will reduce your ego. I'm not there yet. I'm just saying I think this is what it will take for me to have less ego and to be able to fight without ego and to fight to achieve mastery instead of fighting just for my own confidence and to boost my own ego. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I feel you on that. But do you think fighters should be taking psychedelics? Is just as an everyday thing or every once in a while?
No, I don't. I think that's something people should do at the end of their career. Just because then it's like, as a fighter, you want to be at the top of your game physically and mentally, which I feel like to be at the top of your game in anything, it takes consistency, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like you want a consistent mindset, where it's if you're taking psychedelics, and I'm not saying like taking them consistently, but that kind of throws you off your game. Like you might be in a 3-month period where you're just super consistent, super disciplined, and everything's going right. You take psychedelics, and then all of a sudden, like a new emotion pops up, which might make you less disciplined. Like, why risk being thrown off your game? If you're just sober all the time, and you know you're on this path, don't risk it. Just stay sober and do it at the end of your career, because that's when maybe you'll have like less time to train. Like you won't be training as much, and
Just chilling.
you'll just be chilling at the end of your career. So maybe save it for then. Honestly,
That's a good point. I fuck with that.
I thought I was gonna have to blow my nose, but I think I'm okay. But yeah, and then I'm like reading these books, or the book Art of War.
Ciro said, my bad for interrupting you. He said, you're right. Always listen to your coach. Train smart is the best.
Yeah, I agree, Elcero.
Is the beat. My bad.
I think he meant to say it's the best. But yeah, I feel like you can achieve ego death without having to take psychedelics. I think even psychedelics might be cutting corners. Like there's so many people who can abuse psychedelics too, because there's like an addictive personality in a lot of people where it's like you can't abuse being sober, right? Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like just get there yourself,
Well, we
and
heard it from
you can keep it for longer.
I don't know if you heard it. Aaron Rodgers. He went to I forgot what it was, but he went to a room,
And took ayahuasca, right?
ayahuasca in a dark ass room for I think 3 to 5 days. He was just chilling there, darkness, full darkness, ayahuasca.
But think about that too. It's like
That's crazy.
it is crazy, but it might have thrown his energy for a loop because now he's been injured for like a year. Like things happen in result of like throwing your energy off. I feel like he might be injured now, and that might translate because he was just taking. When did he take ayahuasca? I heard about that.
I think it was before last season, this past season. So
who knows? That might be a reason why he's injured. He might have been thrown off his loop.
it was. He literally got injured 5 minutes into the game.
That's like bad omen right there. Like, because there was a lot of hype around him being on the Jets, right?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden,
Well, he made a huge comeback.
is he playing now?
Well, I know he was like, by the end of the season, he was already throwing the ball, but obviously he couldn't play in the games.
He couldn't do much.
But he was out there like you don't throw a ball, fucking 5 months after, 6 months after you tear your meniscus.
Oh, is his meniscus?
Yeah.
Okay, that is pretty bad, but it might translate to him doing ayahuasca. I've heard people have really good experiences with that sort of thing, and he is going towards the end of his career. So I just think being sober is the best route for most things in life because you can't abuse being sober.
Then when you don't have it, you're just like,
Yeah, and it's like it's kind of a weakness, like knowing that. Okay, what would make you stronger? Getting to a place you want to be by yourself, spiritually, energetically, and being able to like work towards it, right?
Yeah.
Or taking a substance that helps you get there. It's like taking it's the same physically. Taking steroids, you can become a better fighter. But what takes more of a man? Injecting yourself to get to that level or getting that level naturally and being able to sustain that and be there for a long time?
well, steroids, you still got to put that work and you got to watch your health, what you eat, which is like, I guess, yeah, still cheating, but.
Exactly, right? I'm just saying, like, it's just an enhancement where it's like, yeah, you're good and you still have to put in work, but how good would you be if you didn't have that substance? Because it's not healthy for you at all.
Nah.
Like, I'm sure.
You know who Sam Solik is?
No.
This guy's huge. This guy on TikTok, he's on YouTube. He's huge, but
Does he take steroids?
pretty sure 100%. There's no way he doesn't.
Is he open to it, though, or does he?
I haven't heard him say it. I don't really watch him like that, but I've seen some clips.
That's
and
like
people are worried for him because he's just throwing around 405 like it's nothing.
500?
405.
Oh, wow.
Probably 500 too, but we got Mikey down in the chat.
Yo, what's up, Michael Delacula?
He left.
All right, fuck you.
Aaron Mater said, "When's the pre-workout?" This summer, bro. We're shooting for this summer.
We're shooting for this summer. Our manufacturer's kind of dragging ass right now, but that's okay because we know we made a product that's worth waiting for. And when you have that, we can just do this podcast, kick it, and have fun in the meantime. So
This guy's got a Celsius here.
yeah, don't look at that. I am drinking Celsius.
But yeah, I don't know. It's just like
Sam Solik.
we got to search this guy up because just search up Sam Solik.
So what is he? What is his like gig? Is he like
He's a workout guy.
motivation or just like he just works out?
He just works out. He's like a vlogger, but like he's strong, dude. Like search up Sam Solik.
Highlight reel.
Throwing. Yeah, yes. It's just gonna be like funny moments. Just put throwing 405.
Throwing.
Cause dude, this guy literally he's doing
Benching?
Incline bench press.
What is he doing? Incline 405. Is that his max?
No, he failed, and he just throws it like it's nothing.
Like Hulk?
Like it's like this guy's crazy.
Who?
Sam Solik. That's probably a vlog, but I don't think it's this one.
Well, either way, he is really big.
He's huge. But like people are worried for him because he's like,
He looks like Baki, like the anime.
I don't know who that is. But they're worried for him because he was like, his face was like all with like, it was really bad.
Like he got the shit kicked out of him or what?
No, he's just like, you know the steroids, how you get pimples, your face gets all like,
Oh, he's like breaking out?
yeah, and he was aging like really fast. Like how old do you think he is?
28?
This guy's like 21 to 20.
Really? Well, he is super strong.
Pretty sure, but he's not 28. I gotta search that video. Yeah, 22.
Okay. Oh, he got big on TikTok then, huh?
Yeah, just the clips were insane.
From Delaware, Ohio, with 2.1 million followers on TikTok. So he's a comedian, or
No, he's a
he
worker.
literally just lifts weights?
Yeah, but he records it, and
That's such a cool journey. It's just, I want to say it's a shame he's on steroids, but as long as he's not,
I'm not 100% sure, but people say he's on steroids.
why don't we AI this right now? Shout out Bing AI.
But people don't realize when you're in story, you still have to like watch what you eat. You still gotta put in that work, and
You do. Oh wow.
this guy broke the mic.
I accidentally clicked the mute button on it.
That was an expensive mic, bro.
Let's see. While there are suspicions Sam Sulik has not explicitly confirmed or denied steroid use. You know what? As long as he's not telling kids and people who are looking up to him that they can look like him and giving him false hope. Because that, I feel like steroid use is almost an epidemic coming up because all the kids are looking up to these weightlifters, you know?
Yeah.
Like everybody, lifting weights has become like a cool thing now for people. Where it's like, I feel like, I don't know. I don't think there's always been such a huge thing around lifting weights. I guess there has been with like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I feel like it's more mainstream now is what I'm trying to say.
I agree.
I don't know. Good for this guy, though. He's only 22, has a big following.
And his videos are long. Like it's not like 5-10 minute videos. They're all like over 30, bro.
Oh, wow. He is big.
I guess this one's 24, but he's bulking that day, bro.
Bulk day. He bulks for one day.
It says spring bulk day. I don't know.
Oh, maybe it's one day 144 of bulking. I don't know.
But
He's huge, though. I wonder who would win, Demetrius Johnson, or obviously Demetrius Johnson.
Did you see that Dustin Poirier guy? Dustin Poirier. He fought that guy, Brian Shawn.
Yeah, and he beat him up on the jiu-jitsu mat. He was able to choke him up
until Brian Shaw got on top of him. He just couldn't move.
I guess, but it's like you have to wonder at what point, because jiu-jitsu is very playful. At what point, like, if Dustin wanted to turn it on, he definitely would be able to submit Brian, like, a bunch of times. But it's also, like, Dustin Poirier's in the UFC, too, so an injury from, like, a guy who's way bigger than him, if they were to turn it on, it could be the end of his career. Or it could he could lose money from being injured, you know? So it's like I don't think he'd want to turn it on against like a guy who's a lot heavier than him.
I can see that. Oh my God, this guy really does have COVID.
I know I might. But I don't think we shouted this out yet exactly. We mentioned it, but we got our Fighter Fluid merch. Check out the Fighter Fluid fanny pack right here. It's got everything you need. It's got a pocket inside of the zipper. It's really good stuff.
Good quality.
Right here in front of this drink. I don't know what this drink is. Boom. Look at that. And we also got a banner for this back wall. We just got to put it up.
Ricky W. Yes, sir.
But what else is going on, Jose?
What? Did you have practice this morning?
I did.
How was that?
It was good.
Did you go crazy?
I went crazy. We learned this awesome like jab and cross footwork movement. I love VFS, dude. I know it's my gym and I talk it up all the time, but there's just energy when you walk into a gym you feel around you. And when you walk into VFS, it feels like everybody's the same. I feel like I have family there.
Damn.
Like, I feel like I have family there. I've been there for only 6 months, and I walk in there, and everybody's just so nice and understanding, and it just feels like family.
That's awesome.
I love it. I just, like, going back to the ego and everything, all that, I just wish, I don't wish for VFS, but I need more, like, mental training, because I feel like mental is a majority of fighting, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
What about Gregory's? How's that going? Did you go today?
Nah, I couldn't this morning. But I'm going to LA after this.
We both are.
Hit some pads.
We're literally matching right now. Look at this.
Stop playing with us.
We're gonna walk into LA with our fanny packs and our sweatshirts matching up. Yeah, well, honestly, I feel like that's how we're gonna get attention, though. You know,
With the sweatshirts?
in the fanny packs, it's like if we're both repping it. Let's say we're both there at the gym, but we're not doing the same thing, but we're wearing the same merch and the same brand. People are gonna be like, "Oh, Fighter Fluid, what is this?" They won't even know we're the owners of it because we look young. So we just got to go out there, rep our own shit.
And if you want your own hoodie, fanny pack.
If you want to join our clan, our Fighter Fluid clan. Oh, that's better than Fighter Fluid family, I think.
Clan? I don't know.
What do you guys think? In the Instagram Live. Brainstorm, Ricky, I think you're the only one in here right now.
No, it's me.
Oh, really?
I'm the only one.
Oh, we got another one.
Oh, hell yeah.
Who is this?
Oh, it is Ricky.
Ricky, what are some names for the Fighter Fluid podcast listeners and fans?
Podcast.
I was thinking Fighter Fluid family or like Fighter Fluid clan. But I don't know.
He said I am here. Hell yeah, bro.
How could you doubt our boy Ricky like that?
Nah, bro, because it said only one person. I was like...
But UFC...
My bad, Ricky.
Happening tomorrow. What's going on tomorrow with UFC right now? Let's check this out really quick. Oh, yeah. Rose Namajunas. Yeah, it's going to be good.
Damn.
She's definitely a thug. Rose Thug Namajunas. That's going to be... I'm going to probably only watch her main event fight.
He said, yo, fighters. What up, G? Yes, sir.
Oh, it should be fighters?
Low key. Yo, Ricky, you're cooking, bro. You're cooking.
Yo, what's up, fighters? I don't know. Sorry, Ricky. I don't know if I like that one.
I'll fuck with it.
But then I got this other book. After I'm gonna read The Art of War, I'm annotating it because there's stuff because you'd be surprised 200 years ago they had better vocabulary than what we have today. It seems like because I can barely understand half the shit that book is saying. I mean, I understand it, but it's just worded so weirdly. It seems. So I write stars around the numbers, like the page numbers and the numbers of just the information it's giving you, because it'll say like battles and strategy, and it'll say rule number 1, rule number 2. I put a star next to the rule that resonates with me, where I'm like, oh, I could use this for MMA or business or just life in general, and this is just a good like a thing to keep in mind. And I circle the stuff that I need more answers to.
Damn. How far are you into that book?
Like 50 pages into the 300 book.
Damn.
300 page.
I was gonna say you're not.
But annotating it takes long, like it makes a book that you're reading take longer.
I don't know, bro. When I read, I'm like, I read half a page.
And you get bored?
No, I just like lose focus, and I'm like, I forgot what I just read. So I was like, I have to go back and read it.
That's why annotating is good.
I'm gonna have to do that.
It takes longer, but it sinks in better.
Our middle school teachers were onto something, bro.
They really were. Mrs. Hickey, shout out. You remember her?
How couldn't I, bro? She's a G.
Middle school was such a weird time. I don't know. I don't know if I'd go back and relive that.
Yeah, 6th grade was best, in my opinion.
I'm more of an elementary school guy. I miss elementary school. Everything after 5th grade kind of just went downhill.
Really did.
But
you know, we mental people, so we're here now.
But why don't we give people the backgrounds on us that are listening to this? Because they're just listening to two guys talk about wearing matching sweatshirts, just talking about anything, you know? Like, yeah, they gotta know who they're tuning into. Subscribe to our person and not only our brand, you know? So, Jose, why don't you tell them about yourself? Tell them about why you started Fighter Fluid. Just let them know. Who is Jose Gomez?
So Jose Gomez is just a guy born in Indiana. I moved here like kindergarten. Went to Kilmer. Went to Poe right after 3rd grade, 4th grade. Then Cooper.
Which are middle schools? Or no, which are fucking elementary schools, sorry.
And then I went to Cooper Middle School. That's when I met this guy. And then BG. But this guy came up to me. He's like, "You have this idea, pre-workout idea."
Okay, but you got to start with the first idea that didn't work out.
Well, there was like a bunch of them. This one finally stayed. But it was a pressure washing business. That was one of the first ones, right?
Yeah, it was pressure washing.
And then I quit that. I was like, I'm not doing this. And then it was just him
And our friend Nate.
And
that did not go well. I'll share that in my story. But then what happened after that? Talk about how you had to do some work for your uncle, like.
Yeah, so then after that, just kind of, I was still at server at Big Bull. I quit that. No, my bad. I went part-time with my uncle. And then after that, I quit my uncle's. And now we're here.
And we're here. We're here better than ever.
Oh, wait, my bad. This guy came up to me with an idea. I was like, at first, I was like, all right. Like, I'm low-key down, but, like, I don't know. And then he talked it up. He's telling me all this stuff. I was like, you know what? Let's do it. I literally texted him. I was like, you know what, dude? Let's get this energy drink started. And now we're here.
We're here. And let me tell you a little bit about my story. That was a good story, Jose.
Adver Group joined.
What's up, Dad? Shout out Adver Group for sponsoring this episode. This tablecloth belongs to Adver Group. We just have it flipped around. But if you need a website designed, use Adver Group. Look it up, advergroup.com. You can get quoted and get your website designed. I know there's a lot of businesses out there that need websites, and they need them done professionally.
No better person.
Exactly. A lot of people don't know about SEO and all that great stuff to make your website found. So you got to have somebody who knows what they're doing. But just a little bit about my backstory. I'm going to go back all the way when I was like 4 years old, I I had this illness. It was called ITP, and my life was seriously threatened by this. And my doctor, Dr. Tanny, shout out Dr. Tanny, told me I would never be able to do a contact sport in my life. And it was just too dangerous. And I was supposed to go on like chemotherapy for it and all this terrible stuff. But what ended up happening is my mom didn't want to do that for me. She wanted to go down a more natural route. And we ended up doing that, which ended up actually saving my life. And that's why I believe a lot in like spirituality and just like instincts and trusting your intuition, because my mom trusting her intuition and going down the route of like metaphysical healing is what ended up saving my life. And fast forward to like 4th grade, I was able to do tackle football, which nobody ever thought I was able to do. Which was a cool experience, because I know my dad used to play football for this organization called the Bills, and I knew I wanted to. So it was a cool experience being able to do that and just prove to myself that I can do these hard things, even though I was against all the odds. So fast forward to middle school, I was kind of an idiot. I was just an idiot, basically, which who isn't in middle school? I had a lot to learn, a lot of lessons to learn. And then freshman year, I kind of lost a lot of friendships, and I ended up just kind of skimming through high school, not really caring much. Freshman year was a really weird year for me, because like I wasn't really tight with like anybody. And I was just floating around like friend groups, and I was just that guy. And I met Jose, and I sat at the same lunch table in freshman year. And that's, I feel like, the start of us just knowing about each other. We always knew about each other, but it was just the start of us like sitting together and talking. And then I ended up doing football. I think it was sophomore year, which I think really brought us closer together.
Shout out to Mike, by the way.
Who?
Mike.
Michael Delacula?
Sir.
Shout out to Michael Delacula, our friend, who pretty much helped us form our friendship, because he got me to do football. I think I liked football in high school. It wasn't a bad experience.
My bad. Rick said, by the way, boys, I like how both of you guys decided to team up and do this, because we all come from the same school. And I love how we all come from the same school, and I love how you guys are homies. I wish nothing but the best for you, of course.
Man, Ricky, that means so much. I really believe in supporting like local businesses and all of that stuff, but you don't only support our business, you also support us as a person. I know when I started my YouTube channel, you were super supportive too. You sent me a really nice message that you believe in me. And you have no idea how much that means to me, because the belief in yourself is the most important thing in life. But when people believe in you, they can take that away. And just knowing that there's people out there who offer unwavering support and unconditional support, it really means a lot, Ricky. So we really appreciate you, man. It's awesome that you are invested in our journey, and we wish nothing but the best for you as well.
Mikey does said, yes, sir, got you, boys.
Man, we're getting emotional in here. All right. So what happened next in my story? Where was I?
High school, lunch table.
Okay, I did football, and I didn't have this dream of being an MMA fighter until junior year. But I actually wanted to be an English teacher in Japan, believe it or not. So I wanted to teach English in Japan, and I was going to go live in Japan, live my happy life. And then it all went downhill when I started playing UFC 4 in my basement with all my friends, like Jose and everybody. And I started loving the game, and I started watching the fights. And I was like kind of envious. I was like, these guys are living such a great, awesome life. They get to fight for money, have all this, not only fame, but just this honor of being in a cage and fighting it out like gladiators. Like it's the coolest thing I've ever seen. And I was like, is it too late to think that I can live that life for myself? Or like, is it just a stupid thought? And I realized like a lot of these fighters didn't do this since they were 4 years old, like how I was playing baseball since I was like in 3rd grade, 2nd grade. A lot of them started later in life, and they had the discipline to just keep going and believe in themselves, going back to self-belief. And I believed in myself. I signed up at a jiu-jitsu school, and it kind of got me started. I trained there for about like 2 years, from 16 until 18, and I found my camaraderie there. I found support there. I found discipline there, and it helped me out a lot. And it was an awesome experience being able to train jiu-jitsu, get my blue belt, and I took that and I went to my new gym, VFS, where it's an MMA gym with all these amazing fighters like Bilal Muhammad, Juliana Pena, Yair Rodriguez, and Chuck Buffalo, all these amazing amateur fighters. And I'm not saying I got to like spar with all these guys, but I watched them and I was in arm's distance of them, and I got to see how they train. And it's such a beautiful sport because it just depends on how hard you work and how bad you want it. And it showed me that, and now I'm translating that into the business I want. Because like Jose said, we did a power washing thing at first, which was just me kind of making something that I wasn't passionate about just because I wanted to be my own boss. It was a lazy thought. It was just me not wanting to get like a job and work, and I was like, oh, why don't I do a power washing business? But then that wasn't me scratching my own itch, where it's like I knew I needed more energy as a fighter, and I was training really hard every day. And then when I found out what I needed and I made a business about it, it made me a lot more passionate. So here we are now with our brand, with our podcast, and I couldn't ask for anything more. It really is a blessing that all of this got pulled together how it did. I'm very grateful. What did Ricky say?
He said, we all family, boys. I know Jose for a long time, and you too, Giancarlo, but Jose since 1st grade, I believe, but not 1st grade, I believe, but definitely in elementary. Dude, yeah, me and Ricky go way back, bro.
You guys do go way back.
I think it was 1st grade. No, it was kindergarten, if I'm not mistaken. Mrs. Julick's class. Damn, bro, that's long ass time.
Thinking about those times, like in 1st grade, is such a weird, blurry feeling. I mean, at least for me, like my 1st grade teacher,
I hated her.
mine was okay. She's very emotional.
Ricky, do you remember Mrs. Fernandez, bro? Oh my gosh, I get PTSD thinking about that.
That's so funny, dude. But here, just to switch the topic, now you know a little bit more about Jose and myself.
Okay, he said yep, and Giancarlo in 6th grade.
Exactly. I'm a day 2 or 3, but you and Jose are day 1s. We get it, Ricky. You and Jose are boys. I'm just the
Yes, sir.
aftermath. I'm just kidding. I think that's awesome that you guys have known each other for such a long time. But going to our merchandise really quick, just to make a quick jump. If anybody wants these cool-ass fanny packs, you can get your very own fanny pack for $26.95. So if you want to DM us on Instagram, you can get it for $26.95. And if you're wanting your own sweatshirt, which these sweatshirts are super comfortable, they run a little tight, so maybe order size above if you want to be more chill and loosey-goosey in them. Otherwise, if you want to use them for just to look fucking good, like feel tight, get them at your size that you usually do. And those are running right now at $36.95 as well. So, or $36.95 and $26.95 for the fanny packs. So get your very own Fighter Fluid merch and enjoy it because it is cool. We have our comic strip on it. We have many plans for our merchandise. And I feel like it can even grow into its own thing of streetwear because they do look cool. We're going to have a lot of cartoons for all of our pre-workouts that we're going to be able to slap on new T-shirts, sweatshirts, fanny packs.
Ricky said, nah, we all boys.
And that's true. We
Yes,
are.
sir.
We're tight. But those are the pricings. We're going to list them up on our Instagram. I just thought that was important to know in case if you want it, you're interested. And yeah.
Yes, sir. Is there anything else? That was a good little.
Maybe we'll do like a little special edition real quick to see what's inside my fanny pack.
Let's see it.
We open this baby up. So first, we got my wallet.
Gucci, by the way.
Fake Gucci. We got my keys. It's a big fanny pack, and there's a pocket inside the pocket. And now I got some essential oils sponsored by Prana Boost / Tina Bellotti. Thank you for giving me this essential oil, crystal infused essential oil. I use it, it relaxes me. And then I got some crystals in here too. So again, going back to metaphysical health and just holistic stuff, I think it's what saved my life when I was younger and I had problems. And I think it's important to be in touch with that side of yourself. And I'm learning more every day about myself, about our business. And I thank everybody for being a part of our Fighter Fluid journey, our Fighter Fluid clan. We love you guys, and take care. You got anything to say, Jose?
Nah, I think that's it.
All right.
See you. Fighter Fluid out.
There we go, yeah.